EMR setup, clinic preferred lists.
A key feature in Prognosis allows you to define preferred lists of frequently used values such as ICD, CPT HCPC, drugs, lab and radiology tests, and family history ailments. These can be defined at the clinic or specialty level or at an individual physician level and are designed to save time when it comes to documentation and requesting orders during an encounter. Let's look at clinic level lists, which are standard and applicable search screens for all users. If provider level preferences are also used, they are available to any user on any encounter for which the provider is the attending doctor. When both clinic preferred and doctor preferred lists are used, users will be able to view both lists on the encounter level. In that case, clinic preferred values show at the end of the list after the provider preferred values. No special user role is required. However, the user does require create and update permissions under his or her primary user role. Clinic level preferences are defined at the system level under Settings Configuration. In the Clinic column, select the applicable master for the type of list you wish to configure. For the sake of time, we're going to demonstrate the clinic level preferred ICD codes only, but the process is exactly the same for the CPT HCPCs. You'll notice the specialty pick list defaults to all. If you're a multi-specialty practice, you can define a list for each applicable specialty, and those will display for the user based on the specialty of the encounter's attending provider. Once you've chosen the appropriate specialty, click the plus sign, which invokes the problem code's IMO search screen with the standard tab active by default. Enter the applicable value, code, or description. The screen will automatically start searching. There's no need to press enter or click a search button. The screen will display all matching values. Note that both the ICD-9 and corresponding ICD-10 as well as the SNOMED codes are displayed. Prognosis currently supports both ICD-9 and ICD-10. As of October 2015, ICD-10 will be required for all providers. This is a great opportunity for you to apply your ICD-10 education when compiling your preferred ICD list. You can select the ICD-9, but it will show all associated available ICD-10, so you can familiarize yourself and make the appropriate selections. This will ensure that come October, you will be already compliant. Once you find the value you want to add to your list, click the checkbox on that line. The screen is designed as a multi-search, multi-select, and you can continue searching by typing in another code or description and save them all at once, or you can go ahead and click the OK button in the lower right. Once you've selected all the desired codes, click the OK button. The preferred ICD screen will refresh and show the newly added codes in light blue background. Select the Save button at the bottom, and the blue color will go away, indicating that the list is saved. As mentioned, the process for preferred CPT HCPC is exactly the same, so we're not going to look at that separately. The only difference is the IMO search screen displays CPT and HCPC codes instead of ICD codes. In addition to letting the clinic or physician define a preferred list of frequently prescribed medications, this feature goes one step further and lets you actually save the same drug in multiple dispensable values. This allows for easy data entry of prescriptions for every drug defined in this list. Click the plus sign, which invokes the FDB drug search, the industry standard drug database, which includes over 40,000 medications. Enter the drug name and the screen will automatically start searching based on the value you entered. Both generic and name brand drugs will be searched in displays as applicable. Once you find the desired drug, click the checkbox on that line. The screen is designed as multi-search, multi-select. You can continue searching by typing in another drug name and save them all at once, or you can go ahead and click the OK button at the bottom of the screen. Once you have selected all the meds, click the OK button. The preferred drug screen will refresh and show the newly added meds in shaded blue background. Before saving the newly added drugs, you must now enter the prescription detail for each one. For example, assign the dosage, strength, frequency, and the directions. At this point, you cannot click the OK button to save the values to your list. If you click the OK without first entering the dispensable details for each medication, the system will prompt with an error that such details are required. Note that the blue background changes to the yellow to indicate that there is something missing. All selected drugs must have Rx details defined in order to save in the screen. Otherwise, if you have selected one that does not have the preferred dose or strength, delete it, as it cannot be saved to this list. To add the drug details for each individual medication, click the Rx button, which invokes the dispensable details screen. Select the applicable values and click OK. Note, each drug can be selected multiple times as long as the strength, frequency, etc. are unique. In this way, the same drug is prescribed in different doses and can both be available under the preferred drug search. When saving multiple dispensable configurations of the same drug, each one must be individually saved first. You cannot mass define the same drug with multiple strengths at the same time, but you can one at a time. Back on the main preferred drug screen, once all the drugs are selected and their Rx details are defined, click the Save button at the bottom of the screen. The yellow or blue color will disappear and change to gray, which indicates that they have been saved to the list. In addition to the preferred codes and drugs as we just discussed, preferred tests list can also be defined for lab and radiology tests. The functionality is very similar to what we've already seen in regards to filtering to certain tests and selecting them. When preferred lists are defined, the data entry is kept to a minimum on the order entry screen, as the preferred list will default as the search option. Click the plus sign, which invokes the test search screen. Enter the test name and the screen will automatically search. When creating the preferred test list, all tests system-wide are available from which to select. At an encounter level, however, any vendor-specific protocols that may exist will apply. These scenarios are discussed in more detail in the Creating and Printing a Lab Order and eLab interface videos. Once you find the desired test, click the checkbox on that line. This screen is designed as a multi-search, multi-select. You can continue searching by typing in another test name and save them all at once, or you can go ahead and click the OK button at the bottom of the screen. Once you have selected all the tests, click the OK button. The preferred test screen will refresh and show the newly added tests in shaded blue background. Once all the tests are selected, click the Save button at the bottom of the screen. The blue color will disappear and change to gray, which indicates that they have been saved to the list. When a list of preferred ailments is created, they will pre-populate every new encounter automatically under the family history on the face sheet. This saves the data entry by your staff, as they only have to assign the relationship of the family member with the corresponding ailment. Click the plus button, which invokes the problem search screen. Enter the test name and the screen will automatically start searching based on the value that you entered. The available ailments are those defined under Group Type, PR Family Problems. Please see Defining Group Types video for more details. Once you find the desired test, click the checkbox on that line. This screen is designed as a multi-search, multi-select. You can continue searching by typing in another test name and save them all at once. Or you can go ahead and click the OK button on the bottom right of the screen. Once you've selected all the ailments, click OK. The preferred family history screen will refresh and show the newly added problems in the shaded blue background. Once all the tests are selected, click the Save button at the bottom of the screen. The blue color will disappear and change to gray, which indicates that they've been saved to the list. Now let's look at how the preferred lists display to the user. We'll open up an encounter. You'll see here I'm logged in as Connor, and I've opened up Diego Martinez encounter. If I go under Assessment and do an ICD search, my preferred lists default. Same is true if I go to the CPT, HCPC tab and do a search. In both of these cases, the preferred list search is the default, which saves me time searching for codes that I frequently use. We'll see the same type of user interface when I want to order a lab or radiology test.
As you can see here, the interface defaults to the doctor preferred tests. When ordering prescriptions, the preferred drug list defaults, and we notice here that acetaminophen is listed more than once. This can be due to different dosage or strengths. Now, in regards to the family history, It functions a little differently than the others we see here on the encounter level. Rather than a preferred search option, these will automatically populate the family history on the face sheet upon the start of a new encounter. This way the user only has to associate the applicable relation for each ailment as relevant to the patient without first searching for the ailment. Let's review. In this video, we learned how to configure preferred lists for ICD, CPT, drugs, lab and radiology tests, and family history ailments. These lists can be defined at the clinic or specialty level and at the individual physician level. That concludes this video within the series. Please click the appropriate link below for your next step. If you'd like to take a quiz, you'll receive your results in real time directly on the screen so that you can see how well you've done. If you answer incorrectly, the system will prompt you with the correct response. In addition, a confidential email will be sent to the education team to help us better serve you with our educational offerings. Second, watch the next video within this series that you are currently in. And finally, return to the video library main page. As always, feel free to contact us through the Resource Center or email us with any additional questions or comments.